Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for another quick how-to video. Today I'm going to be showing you a super easy way to get the factory cruise control put on a Gen 1 Pontiac Vibe or Toyota Matrix. So if this is news to you, the Toyota Matrix and Pontiac Vibe are actually the same car. General Motors just licensed the design from them. So this little trick is actually super easy. So I'm going to start at the basics. This first and foremost won't work for every Pontiac Vibe and Toyota Matrix. It's only the 2005 and up, and even then I don't think it's for the automatic. They got some other different thing going on. And the way you can tell, it's if it has drive-by-wire. So why does it matter if it's drive-by-wire? Well, for older vehicles, you actually had a cable from the skinny pedal over to the throttle, and the cable is physically connected to the throttle. But for drive-by-wire, it's really just a sensor down there that tells the throttle to open. And the important thing about that is that means all the mechanisms to actually make the throttle open and closed are already installed. And in the case of these Toyotas, the only thing missing is this switch. Super easy install. We just find the switch, we put in the switch, and the car already does cruise control. So the easiest way to tell if your Matrix or Vibe is drive-by-wire is you come out here, you pop the hood, and you take a look at this. This is your throttle. And this one is drive-by-wire. It just has this empty little hole here. If you had the cable throttle, there'd be a little half moon thing here with like a bit of bicycle cable. I'll flash up a picture or something so you know. So if it looks like this, you can do the mod. If not, well, you can still do it. It's a lot more involved, but you'll have to check someone else's video for that. So we are going to be messing with the airbag. It shouldn't go off, but I'm not taking that chance, and neither should you. So I'm just going to unhook our ground strap right here. It is a 10mm. So I got this switch from a local salvage yard. I don't actually know the part number, but I'll flash it up on screen. Now let's move on to our airbag. We got two T30 Torx bits holding them on, and there's one here and one here, and it'll help to unlock the steering wheel to swivel it around so you get the best angle. Here's Torx bit number one. Here's the other side. So this screw is held in by some little retainers, so it doesn't really come out, and it holds the whole thing in place, but you can kind of reach in there. There you go. It's just floating around in there, but we can get it later. Now we can take out this airbag. It's got a couple of retaining wires on it. They're color coded, but they do have a safety clip on them. So we'll just pull the safety clip and yank this off. Perfect. Now there's this little dummy plug right here that's just got a ground in it. Take that out, because that's where our switch will go. Now this will actually just screw right on in there, but it needs a hole. And you could take this plastic bit off with the hole, but I never do that. The ones in the junkyard are never color matched, and the clock spring is annoying to deal with, so we'll just put our own hole in it. Well, that looks about right. Let's get her cut out. Yeah, so it doesn't look awesome, but it works. And besides, that's all hidden behind the wheel anyway. So we can go ahead and get our switch slid in there and situated where it's gonna live. And I also got the fasteners from the junkyard. These are Phillips. So the screws don't come on the non-cruise version, so if you're taking them out of the junkyard, be sure to grab some. All right, that's looking good to me. So you just take this, you plug it into where our dummy one was, and the spade can go where the spade was. And now we can start putting things back together. All right, so here's an extra step you got to do if you got a manual. Don't forget this, otherwise your cruise won't work. So cruise model's got a clutch switch up here, so that way when you depress the clutch, it turns off cruise. And if you have a base model, you don't have the switch, it's not in there, but you do have the plug. So take this little plug, bypass it, and once it's bypassed, the car will think that your clutch isn't engaged no matter what, and then your cruise will work. You can also go ahead and buy the actual sensor. If you feel like it, I'll put up what the part number is, but it doesn't matter. You can just jump it with this and it'll work just fine. Just don't be pressing the clutch to turn off your cruise. I don't know what'll happen, and I don't intend to find out. Now we can go ahead and reinstall our airbag. These plugs are directional, so they only go one way. Don't try to force them the other way. Do our black one first. Push the retainer in, and then orange, and the orange. Give them a quick wiggle to be sure they won't fall out. Those are quite important. So these fasteners are special. They got a little ridge in them, and that means that when you stick them into this little plastic housing, it'll actually grab onto them. There you go. So when you do it right, both of these should be barely poking up out of that metal part. And I'm sure that's to help them install at the factory, but hey, it'll help us here too. Now we just flip this down and get the T30 and tighten those up. So there you have it. We got everything all tightened up. We got the battery cable put back on, and now there's nothing to do but go ahead and enjoy your cruise control. Like I said, this tutorial is specifically for the Toyota Matrix or Pontiac Vibe with drive-by-wire, but if you got a Toyota product, take a little look-see. You might be able to use this for yours as well. In any case, I hope this video was informative. Thank you very much, and have a good one. Shoots!